What is going on, guys? Today we are going to be installing a decent bit of stuff. So the car is finally going to be getting harnesses. I've had them in my garage for like 2 months because the harness bar I had was the wrong one, but I'm kind of happy that it was the wrong one because now I got a much nicer one. So I'm gonna just set this here. I got one more inside, so I'm gonna go get that. Ooh. Okay, this is the big box. These are all from Soul Function. We're gonna go ahead and start opening these. I'm gonna start small just because that's a lot easier to take care of first. So I ordered a strut bar, a harness bar, and then a 4-point chassis brace from them. I'm really hoping I can get all this done today, but if not, then I guess I'll do my best to get it all in the car. I will say 10 out of 10, probably the best packaging I've ever seen on anything that's been shipped to me. I wish everything could be this nicely packed. This one should be the strut bar. Oh, it comes in pieces. Oh, I didn't expect that. Okay. Now, and on the Cusco one, the bar that goes across the center, you can flex it pretty easily. This one's solid. Oh, this one's way stronger. Oh, it's even got wrinkled black. Oh, this is sweet. Now, the big difference between these two is that this is one solid, thick piece of metal, but the thing is that it's kind of flimsy. So I could take it in my hands and literally, let me set this down. The Cusco one, I noticed when I was installing it, I could literally grab it by the sides and twist it this way. So I was kind of disappointed. I thought it'd be stronger than that. But this one, I know that the inside of it's hollow and it's got some bracing in it, so it's gonna be a little bit better design. But yeah, this one's not flexing at all. I'm gonna go ahead and get everything unpackaged and then we'll start installing it. Now, a lot of people probably haven't heard of Soul Function. I don't think they're that big of a company. I know they have some very nice quality stuff, but I don't know. I didn't hear about them until recently because I was doing research on things for the car, blah, 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 such and such. Now you get it. But one of my big things is that I'm currently doing weight reduction on the car. Okay, that's locked. One of the big things that I'm doing is weight reduction on the car, and I know there's a lot of Z's that do the same thing, but my plan was to cut out this big ugly center metal piece. So this weighs a lot, it's all steel, so you basically just cut it right here across, unbolt everything from the walls, cut it all the way up. So whenever you go in hard cornering, if you take this out and you take out this cross beam, the whole entire body is going to twist and it's going to be very inefficient. Now, the whole point of having this and that is chassis bracing. With weight reduction, if you cut this out, you need to replace it with something lighter, but just as strong, if not stronger. So that's my goal. So Soul Function actually focuses on chassis bracing for cars. It's not just mine. They do WRXs, G37s, G35s, blah, blah. They do a lot of cars. That 4-point chassis brace goes underneath and up and bolts to the center of the car. I think it's like this wide too. So it's gonna cover a good area. This one, oh, okay, I already see some stuff. This one should be the harness bar. And I also got a hat, which I actually needed a hat. If anybody sees my tech hat that I wear, it's absolutely filthy. T-shirt, more packaging. I'm also gonna talk about this harness bar and why you should get this one, or at least a similar style over any other one on the market. I really like that they powder coat everything with wrinkle black, because wrinkle black doesn't scratch. It's a very heavy duty paint. It's not coming off. Hey, this thing is beefy. It is stiff. Now, this also acts as chassis bracing, but I'm about to compare it to another chassis bar that I have, a much cheaper one, honestly. I'm gonna show you why you should not cheap out on parts like this. What I'm holding in this hand is a Cypher harness bar. It's powder coated with some pretty thin, like cheap metallic black paint. It's already rusting, honestly. Yeah, I've had it for like a month. The weight difference and stiffness alone, this is light. This is not light. This is a place where I am okay with having the extra weight because that's my life being held in its hand. How a harness bar works is that it is going to replace your seat belts. So it bolts into the side of the body right here where this one does too. And then the Cypher one actually bolts down here at the bottom where the seat belt is. But the Soul Function one is going to bolt back here in the back of the trunk. The more moving parts you have on anything, the more likely it is to break. Not more likely, but there's more parts that are at chance of breaking. Like this, for example, you have the bolt here holding this flange on. That bolt can fail, the flange can fail, The rest of it can fail. Pretty much this point can fail. This point can fail. There's another point where this goes through here. That can fail. Same up here. That can fail. It's a lot of different parts that are trying to work on their own and then make it one. This, you set that thing in there and you bolt it down and it's stiff. This is probably the only bar that will actually give you that benefit as well. Now for the last, I don't know where to grab it. Okay, that's a bit bigger than I expected. Go down. Oh, down. Mid-lower chassis X brace, Infinity G35 and 350Z. All right, so this is actually sealed. There's no part where it's taped shut. Oh, I didn't expect this. This is all new. Oh, none of it comes with instructions. I don't know what this is for. Hey.
Why'd you get baby blue?
Shit's getting stiff. Oh, I forgot. There's this too. In a second.
Is that a strut brace?
Yes. This is way lighter than the Cusco one on there.
Yeah.
And I can't twist this one with my hands. The other one's solid metal and I can't move it. Like I could literally grab it with my hands and twist it.
It's hollow.
I know. It's got like a X bracing. Or yeah, like hexagon or some kind of bracing on the inside of it, but it is hollow. Instead of being just a solid piece of metal.
Yeah, that's real strong though.
Yeah, like this one's pretty, but I'm kind of glad it's coming off now that I see the difference. I have no problem with that. That'd be cool. No!
You need a bigger intake.
I know.
What is that?
I got one coming in.
That's a cute little fella right there.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for
it. Is it 2 inches? 3 inches? I got a 6-inch intake.
Well, that's pretty cool. I'm getting a 4-inch one.
Damn!
What?
It's all cracked.
Yeah, I have a vacuum leak. That's the actual reason why I decided to get a new intake. Here is the Cusco strut bar. It's really pretty. It's great for a show car, but not a race car. I'm sure it's a little bit better than the stock one because it won't twist side to side, but it's very, very flimsy. So, I mean, just look. Like, that bends pretty easy. This one, you saw Gavin trying to bend it earlier. This one, that doesn't bend. So this goes like that on the right side. Whoops. I hope I'm right. Where's the other one? Let's compare. I was right. This is going to be like the worst color scheme with my car, but I don't really care because functionality over form. All right, let's go ahead and get this thing on. I don't know if I have a way to tighten those. Oh yeah, that's a nice fit right there. It's actually pushing down on the manifold, so it's gonna keep the engine from twisting too. All right. Oh, I have it backwards. All right, we're gonna go forward like 2 minutes. All right, we're back. Now let's go ahead and put this back on. This is a pretty tight fit over the manifold. Yeah, that's pretty snug on there. I'm gonna need to put some spacers underneath that over time. Yeah, I'm gonna need to like stick some washers under it, get some longer bolts. That might be a little bit too short, especially since I'm getting a bigger intake soon. We'll deal with it when the time comes. Now we're gonna go ahead and put our bolts in. What am I doing? I'm not a little broke boy. We're gonna use real man tools. Hold up. We gotta get this big old thing. We gotta get this big old 14. Where my thing at? Here it is. Yeah. Oh no, that's in the way. All right, we're gonna use a wrench for that one. Oh, good enough. But now we gotta get a wrench. Oh my God, I need to get a toolbox. If anybody has a toolbox they just wanna like donate to me, that'd be great. So now new strut bar is on. All that's left is for me to tighten these right here. I need to make sure that I have an Allen big enough for that though. That'd be my only issue. I don't think I do. Oh no, there's no way this is gonna be big enough. Hell no, that ain't big enough. Oh, it's closer, but yeah, it's too small. Hold up, actually, we won't even need a backup, because impact, that's why. Okay, that's probably 17. Yup, all right, check this out. Where'd it go? Here it is. Nobody needs a backup. That's why. I plan on getting thermal intake spacers as well eventually, so I'm gonna have to raise that up. Plus I'm getting a much bigger intake, so I'm gonna have to put some spacers underneath. But I can do that, that's not hard. All right, let's get these harnesses in. Can I open this all the way? Don't wanna. Ah, that's perfect. Now to get the seats out so that way we can start working on the harnesses. I have so much stuff to take out of this car still. Like all this sound deadening, all the wires. I gotta clean up a lot of stuff. I swear a car is a never-ending project. You're always gonna be searching for stuff to do to it. Gotta get this seat out, pick it up. Put it on its side so we can disconnect the seat belt. Got the seat belt safety switch, whatever that makes the light flash. You don't need that. Oh, come on, get out. God, I can't wait to get some seats in this car. Sure, this one's disconnected. I think it already is. Yeah, I never really plugged this one back in. It's a good back workout too. All right, now we gotta drop the wing so that way I can get access to the trunk. I am just gonna set this on the ground. All right. Well, I'm getting out of breath. So now for the harness bar, we need this, I think. Let me go ahead and open this to make sure I at least somewhat know what I'm doing. So I've never done this before, as usual. One bolt. Uh-oh. And where is the rest of it? I hope I got all of it out of the box. Uh-oh. I might need to go back and look. Whoops. I don't know what this is for. Oh no. Okay, so I don't know what that hardware is for, but we're just gonna like jump into it and hopefully I can figure it out. But I do know you start by taking these off. All right. Oh God. All right. And this one. Now we can go ahead and grab the harness bar and stick it in here. In the trunk, I don't know exactly where it's supposed to bolt up yet, but we will find out pretty quick. Okay. Can I just set that there? Ah! Oh God. All right. I guess I'm getting in. So there's only a hole on one side, so that will be interesting. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But we're gonna start with the front because I know that for sure. This is a task. Oh man. Oh my God. Okay, come on. Go in, feller. Come on. Stick this thing up in there somewhere. I really feel like that's supposed to go there. And yeah, I think it is, but I only have one. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, now I see. Okay, the reason that you only have one spacer, I thought I was supposed to have two, but I'm all good now. So the spacer actually goes in this hump because the harness bar itself will not clear right here. It'll get wedged there. So you gotta have the spacer to make a level surface, but then over here, that hole is already drilled, but it's a flat surface. You don't have to worry about it. That's why they give you one long and one short bolt. Look at that. See, you just gotta use your noggin. That is not the right size. Then you just yeet yourself up in this thing. Okay. I don't want to get those super tight yet because I gotta get in here more. Oh, this is tight. Get these as much as possible. I'm not too sure how far in these are supposed to go. Oh, it's not the right size. I need a 14. Oh my God. Oh my God. I feel like I am supposed to have a spacer here, but I really don't know. So I'm gonna just keep tightening that thing until it don't tighten no more. And hopefully it doesn't break, because I don't like breaking stuff. But I break things a lot, so I can't, I don't know, man. I'm assuming this is gonna stretch out a good bit, go all the way to the end. Maybe. That's how you know it's a snug fit. Tighten that thing. Let me get the other side before I go too crazy. You know what? I'm lazy. We're gonna be smarter. I need to take advantage of this thing more. Oh, please don't do something stupid. Okay, that is bending. We'll just go with it. Oh yeah. Okay, that is on there. This side's not even bent. It's bent now. I have no idea if you're supposed to do that or not, but I did it and I'm gonna say it works. All right, that's a good tight. I feel like I should have tightened these first. That's tight. Okay, so I got carried away and I didn't record anything because I wanted to go ahead and get one side done, which took me about 3 hours. But I now have the harnesses installed and adjusted how I want them. I had to take the seat out, figure out a whole bunch of stuff to bolt it in place. This is the harness bar. I had to learn how to wrap it, but now I'll be able to do the driver's side and show you step by step exactly what you need to do. And you won't have to watch me for about 3 hours trying to figure it out. So first, on one side of the seat, there's nowhere to bolt down the harness. So what you do is actually unscrew your seat belt and then use that same mounting spot. But the problem is underneath, wait, I need the hammer, forgot. The problem is that underneath there's some tabs that really get in the way. All right, so then you just kind of like pull it off. Now on the right side of the harness, this is the flange that you need to bolt in here, but if you get it like that, these tabs are getting in the way. So you just kind of move them out of the way. Oh, I just broke that. And you can reuse the same bolt because the threads are a little bit weird. I tried substituting other bolts and nothing really worked. I played with it earlier and it's going to be best if you get it somewhat vertical. I'm probably scratching up the seat pretty bad, but...
So is that a proper torque spec?
Yeah, it's German specs.
Good and tight?
Yeah, good and tight. All right, so that's where that goes. Now we get the other side and bolt that down at the bottom. This one's a lot more simple. This is gonna go in the place of the bottom of your seat belt. So pretty much you're gonna be just replacing every single point of your seat belt with a harness. Yeah, now we can put the seat in. Oh God, that's my wing. Ain't enough space here. These are really heavy for, oh God. These are actually kind of heavy for being base model seats. What in the hell? Oh, I got that in the wrong hole. Whoops, wrong hole. All right, I am done with this. I'm putting the tools back. My back is sore. Oh my God, it wasn't in my blood. Thank you. So now, aren't those supposed to be like illegal in the US or something? That wasn't a switchblade. It was just, I'm really good at opening knives. Actually, before I do this, I'm just gonna show you guys how to tie this because it's gonna take a lot of adjustment and probably a few tries. So what you wanna do is have it start like this. Actually, I'm gonna take this off. So you have your buckle and then you have your strap. Go underneath the buckle and then down the second one. Okay, you got that. And then you're going to go under the harness bar, back up through the first loop, get it decently tight, and then through the second loop again. And then once you get that, get it situated to where you like it, and come over the first loop, and then back through the second one. Now if you buy harnesses, it should come with instructions on how to tie the loops. That's how I learned how to do it. So then there you go. You can pull on it as much as you want, and it's never gonna come loose. So now that you know how to do that, do the same for this one, and then get them adjusted to where you want. So I got off of work at 2 o'clock and it is now 8 p.m. I've been in here since I got off and haven't stopped, but so far we have, oh God, it's dark. So far we have the new strut bar on. Pretty simple. That's the easiest part of everything so far. After that, we have the harnesses in the car, and I still have the stock seats, which I'm hoping to get rid of soon, but the harness bar is on. I've been taking my time as much as possible to make sure it's done right the first time. I don't really want to mess with this more down the road, but here's a decent look at what it looks like whenever it's strapped in. I like these harnesses a bit more than what you usually see. This has a different latching style than usual. They come across together, and then you have this hook that actually clamps down and locks into place, so that way no matter what you do, it's never going to come undone. But then again, it's got this strap, and you can and then you just pull it up and it unlocks. It's pretty simple. It's really sturdy as well, and I like it better than a cam lock. Now all that's left is to get the chassis brace on, which I have to get the car off the ground, but we're gonna go get dinner and then we'll come back and finish this up hopefully sometime soon. Car is already on jack stands. I went ahead and did that so you didn't have to see it. And now we are going to try and figure out how this goes on the car. I know it goes underneath and in the middle, but I don't know where it goes. And Jonathan's gonna help me. Maybe so. How wide is this compared to the car? I just want to see real quick. I'm not worried about getting scratched. It looks pretty right now, but it's probably not gonna look pretty after I drive on it for a month. Or I don't know if it's adding to what's already there or if it's replacing it. So we gotta figure that out. Does it replace this?
That's what I was just looking at, but I don't
know if it
think so. Yeah, it does.
You said, yeah, it does go there? Or it does replace it? Or does it go like right here? I don't know if it goes here, across the Y pipe. But hang on, there's a picture online I saw of it. I know that this is already here, but I don't see why that would get replaced. Let me look it up. Ah, okay. It goes right at the Y pipe. So where the collector is for the Y pipe is where the badge is gonna be. And it opens up towards the front. So it go like this. I don't know where it bolts though. So where the test pipes go. It's right at the test pipes.
That's okay, I see what it does.
Right
That's
at
why those tabs are on there.
Right here?
Because you reach up underneath there with the tab.
Huh?
Look, it'll go up in here like this.
What? I am so confused.
And then
I think it goes in this hole directly like next to the flange because that's what it shows in the picture. I am so confused.
Look, the tab, you're gonna put the you're gonna use this tab to reach up inside of there and put it inside the frame rail.
Okay.
So this will go for like say up like this.
Yeah.
Something like that. And then put them where they go. This is probably for the back. The shorter ones are probably for the front.
I haven't seen.
So I assume.
I haven't seen anybody install this on YouTube or anything yet, so I'm literally going off a scratch. I am very confused. I'm pretty sure it holds itself in like this because you see how it's crushed right here. Is yours crushed over there too?
No, yours is fucked.
Oh. Yours weird too? Like this feels too big. Let me see one of the smaller ones.
See, sometimes it's gonna be a little tight.
It's just not even starting.
I swear, if this car falls on me.
There's the car falls and it's just fate. We deserve to die at that point.
Well, there's one bright side to it.
What? We don't
If the car falls on me, it's all of a sudden not my problem.
Still don't get what the white pieces are for.
That's to keep this nut from spinning. So I'm guessing on some of the models that hole isn't threaded, and you'll have to use one of these things.
Oh, and then it would act as like a nut on the back side of it, so that way it just wouldn't even spin.
Yeah, and then just gently. Don't worry about if you drop it or anything. I can get my little fingers in there.
This is.
You can use your yep.
This is a little awkward. Okay. This thing's in my face. I can't see. I don't know where the little one went.
Right there.
Mine's a bit off. I have no idea if this is starting. I don't think it is. So I guess we're gonna just tighten everything now.
Yep.
Sweet.
You don't have any torque specs, do you?
Nope. Ain't none.
Say, you have a torque?
There are no torque specs.
Do you have a torque
I feel
wrench?
like this little curved part's supposed to stick out of this hole right here, though.
No.
No?
Not. Yeah, it just hits against the frame rail.
I kind of want it to stick out, though, just because. Look at that. See? Oh, yeah.
Fancy.
Oh, it's so supposed to do this. It's way better. Hey, man, I'm still trying to get mine in here, man.
Let me take mine out.
All right, man.
Let me take mine out before you put
I'm
yours
not even
in.
touching it.
Oh my gosh. Just let me pull mine out so you can put yours in.
Jonathan, we don't pull out.
Yeah, but I gotta pull mine out. It's not gonna fit with yours in there with mine in there too.
You like that carbon fiber drive shaft? Like that's actually carbon fiber. I'm joking. It's a carbon fiber composite.
You want to test drive it after this?
Sure. If I can get this started. Oh, damn, I thought I had it. Oh, that's a jack stand. Very low tolerances means good fit. Oh, yeah. Yeah, boy, we got it. Dude, look how rusted my slave cylinder is.
That's good.
Hey. Yes, we're done. So here's a tip for everybody. So for the front, you're gonna have the brace open to the front. There's gonna be these tabs. You slide them in through here, the big part, put them all the way through. There's gonna be a hole right here, right next to the test pipe. So that way you know which one it is. That's the front. And then these go on top, so that way you can have a backup, and then you just tighten it down. And then on the back, underneath the frame, you already have a hole that is threaded here. It's not gonna be hard to find. It's gonna be right in front of the collector for the Y pipe. So that you don't even need a nut or anything, you just screw it right in. We finally got everything installed, harnesses, harness bar, and the brace. We're gonna go ahead and take it for a test drive. It's kind of dark, so you won't be able to see much, but get a little view, maybe give some feedback. That's nuts. Before the car used to, like, if you were to barely touch the steering wheel, the whole car would like twist and rock side to side. already a big noticeable difference. I don't know if that's going to be from the harness bar or the chassis brace, but either way, the combo that's a huge difference already. That's so much stiffer. I mean, there's still a lot of give in the suspension. Like, it's still, the spring rates are not very strong, but it's already just, I don't know. I can't really describe that. It feels a lot more solid. Like, it feels planted almost.
Shit sucks, it don't mean it. The demons, they come out to play. They don't try to stay